Hi there. My name is Marilyn Cope, and I would like to thank my granddaughter, Analia Cope, for asking me to speak to you today. I will be speaking on excellence. Excellence is a pretty big word, and one of the nouns for excellence is virtus, which means valor, virtue, strength, capacity, worth. First off, I want you to think of something that you are good at or you want to be good at. It can be anything. Maybe it's playing an instrument, a sport. Maybe you want to be better at math. Maybe it's a career that you want to do later in your life. I want you to close your eyes and visualize yourself going through the motions of what you are good at or want to be good at someday. Now, with that in mind, we're going to move on to number 1, which is vision. I have a wonderful friend who is a great psychology teacher of mine. His name is John Mead, and he taught us many years ago when I was in college, how does a bird fly with a broken wing? It doesn't fly, does it? People with no vision, they don't go anywhere, just like a bird with a broken wing doesn't go anywhere. Vision is a predecessor to motivation. People with more vision have more motivation. I would like to talk to you about a lady who had a lot of motivation. Her name is Helen Keller. When she was 19 months old, she had a very high fever. They think it was scarlet fever, and it made her go deaf and blind at 19 months old. But because of her motivation and determination, she learned to read Braille. She graduated with Bachelor's of Art degree when she was older, went on to publish many books. She said this: having sight but no vision is worse than being blind. Number 2, failure builds resilience and confidence. Not having a successful experience can be a stepping stone. A reporter once confronted Thomas Edison and said, "How does it feel to have failed 1,000 times trying to invent the light bulb?" Thomas Edison replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. In fact," he replied, "the light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. Step by step, he met his goal." Number 3, break it down or chunk it. There is a piano piece that I'm working on, and it is a difficult piano piece. But I've decided to break it down measure by measure, and I have found if I finish each measure correctly before I go on to the next measure, then I'm able to reach my goal. So my advice to you is to break it down and chunk it to excel at whatever it is you're wanting to excel at. Number 4, no regrets. When I was in high school, there was a musical that was going to be produced on the stage, and they were having tryouts. And for some reason, I just thought I had to be perfect at my audition. And because I thought I had to be perfect at it, I didn't try out. And later, while I was sitting in the audience watching the musical, I thought, oh my goodness, I could have easily been up on the stage performing with the others. So just remember, you don't have to be perfect. Just do your best. Number 5, focus. There is a story of a distance runner, and he was good, really good. Loved to run. And sometimes when he was out practicing one of his runs, he would stop and pick up a coin every once in a while if he saw it in the road. He thought that was a fun thing to do. Well, pretty soon, a big race was announced, and he was encouraged to run that race because he was such a good runner. He started out well, he was doing great, the finish line wasn't very far, and there was a coin in the road, and he stopped and picked up that coin, and when he did, he realized he had made a big mistake. Here came the next runner right behind him. Boy, he had to really sprint to catch up to this other runner. It was neck and neck. And by a fraction of a second, his opponent won the race. If he had just stayed focused, he would have won the race. So a little more focus, a little more determination, and you will meet your goal. Number 6, mentor. What is a mentor? A mentor is an experienced and trusted advisor. I strongly suggest that if you want to accomplish something, find a mentor. I love teaching children, and a few years ago, I received the Early Childhood Educator Best of State Award, and I owe that honor to my mentor that I have had for 35 years. Number 7, slay the dragon. Now I'm going to talk about my psychology teacher again, John Mead. He taught us to slay the dragon. And this is what he said: don't let fear handicap you from accomplishing what it is you want to accomplish. Allow small, successful experiences to rid yourself of what is holding you back. Have positive thoughts and never give up or lose hope. Share your optimism with others. South African President Nelson Mandela said, "As we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. The future is yours, and the world is waiting for your contribution." Viktor Frankl said, "You don't have to invent your mission, you detect it." Thank you again for allowing me to share, and remember, you've got this.